Hello, and welcome to the channel. I'm so happy you're here today. Whether you're new or a regular viewer, I'm grateful for your time. Today we're diving into a very meaningful topic that has the potential to impact not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. It's about spiritual leadership, something we all have the potential to practice no matter where we are in life. Let me start by asking you something. Have you ever thought about your role in your community and the spiritual impact you can make? How can you become a spiritual leader who guides your community toward growth and peace? It's easy to think of leadership in terms of titles or positions, but true spiritual leadership isn't about a title. It's about the influence you have on others. It's about being someone who not only guides, but also inspires, uplifts, and fosters a sense of unity and peace within your community. We all have the ability to lead in this way, and today we're going to explore how you can step into that role and start creating positive change. In today's video, we'll talk about how spiritual leadership is about more than just managing others. It's about inspiring them, guiding them, and fostering positive change in your community. It's not about telling people what to do, but about leading by example, creating an environment of peace, understanding, and growth. Spiritual leadership can be seen in every aspect of life, whether in a religious setting, in your workplace, in your family, or in a volunteer community. Spiritual leaders are the ones who guide others toward greater compassion, harmony, and inner peace. They are the ones who, through their actions, inspire others to grow and become the best versions of themselves. This type of leadership transcends authority and hierarchy. It's about serving others with love and care. So here's the big question we'll explore today. How can you become a spiritual leader in your community, creating a positive influence and contributing to a peaceful, united environment? In this video, we'll break down the key qualities and actions that will help you step into the role of a spiritual leader. Whether it's cultivating empathy, learning to listen, or simply creating a space for others to thrive spiritually, we'll dive into how these actions can help guide your community toward peace and growth. Before we dive in, I'd love for you to join our community here. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video that can help you grow as a spiritual leader. We're on a journey together, and I'm excited to share more content that will inspire you to become the best version of yourself, ready to lead and inspire others. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. Spiritual leadership is a profound and impactful form of leadership that extends beyond the realms of traditional leadership. It is not just about managing people or directing a team toward a goal, but rather about guiding individuals and communities through emotional, moral, and spiritual growth. A spiritual leader is someone who helps people connect with their deepest values, their sense of purpose, and their higher potential. At its core, spiritual leadership is about creating an environment where people feel inspired, valued, and empowered to grow spiritually and emotionally. It's about helping individuals see their own potential, find their purpose in life, and connect with a higher sense of meaning, whether through religious faith, personal development, or a broader sense of community. A spiritual leader isn't someone who simply tells others what to do. Rather, they walk alongside their community, providing support and guidance, offering wisdom and encouraging growth in all aspects of life. They focus on helping people develop a deeper understanding of themselves, their relationships, and their connection to the world around them. In short, spiritual leadership is the ability to influence others toward positive growth in their emotional, moral, and spiritual lives. It's a form of leadership that uplifts rather than commands, and it's about creating a safe, loving environment for individuals to explore and grow in their spiritual journey. While traditional leadership often focuses on management and goal achievement, spiritual leadership takes a more holistic approach. Traditional leaders typically focus on organizing, instructing, and directing others to achieve a common goal, often through authority, structure, and systems. In contrast, spiritual leadership is about inspiring and nurturing the emotional, moral, and spiritual development of individuals and communities. Traditional leadership often emphasizes performance outcomes and external measures of success, such as profit, productivity, or status. Spiritual leadership, however, is centered on internal growth, personal development, and creating a sense of belonging and purpose within the community. A spiritual leader may still have goals or objectives, but those goals are rooted in values like compassion, unity, and well-being, rather than merely achieving external success. For example, a traditional leader in a business might set targets for sales or revenue, while a spiritual leader in the same environment would focus on creating a culture of trust, nurturing relationships, and supporting employees' emotional and spiritual well-being. The spiritual leader's aim is to create an environment where individuals can grow both professionally and personally while being supported in their spiritual journey. The key difference lies in how the leader guides the community. Traditional leadership often relies on authority and position to influence others, whereas spiritual leadership relies on compassion, empathy, vision, and inspiration. It's about motivating others to lead lives that align with their values, connect with their higher purpose, and serve the greater good. Spiritual leadership plays an essential role in building unity and peace within a community. Communities, whether they are religious, cultural, or even professional, often face challenges such as division, conflict, and misunderstandings. A spiritual leader provides the guidance and direction necessary to help individuals in the community find common ground, work together, and build a shared sense of purpose. One of the key roles of a spiritual leader is to create harmony in the community. They do this by encouraging understanding, compassion, and mutual respect among community members. Spiritual leaders help individuals see the bigger picture, focusing on shared values and fostering a sense of belonging. This is essential in times of conflict where people may feel disconnected, divided, or at odds with one another. Spiritual leadership also helps build resilience within the community. A spiritual leader serves as an anchor, providing support and guidance to individuals who may be struggling with personal challenges or hardship. By offering encouragement and creating a sense of collective strength, spiritual leaders help communities stay united and overcome difficulties together. A spiritual leader's role is not limited to just giving advice or guidance. They're also responsible for being a living example of the values and principles they preach. They lead by example, modeling kindness, humility, empathy, and integrity in their actions. When spiritual leaders embody these qualities, they inspire others to adopt similar behaviors, creating a culture of mutual respect, understanding, and care. One of the most crucial aspects of spiritual leadership is the ability to listen, understand, and encourage. A spiritual leader must be someone who deeply listens to the needs and concerns of the community. They must be attuned to the emotional and spiritual needs of the people around them, offering comfort, wisdom, and encouragement when necessary. Unlike traditional leadership, which may prioritize efficiency and results, spiritual leadership requires patience, empathy, and a deep understanding of the human experience. A spiritual leader is there not only to direct, but to help individuals process their emotions, find meaning in their struggles, and move forward in a healthy and spiritually aligned way. For example, a spiritual leader in a community may take the time to sit down with an individual who is struggling, offering a safe space for them to express their feelings and providing guidance on how they can find peace or clarity. They encourage individuals to see failure or hardship not as a sign of defeat, but as an opportunity for growth, learning, and spiritual transformation. In addition to listening and understanding, spiritual leaders are also called to encourage. Encouragement is not just about offering kind words, but about helping individuals see their strengths, potential, and worth. A spiritual leader encourages others to take action, make positive changes, and continue on their spiritual journey, no matter how difficult the road may seem. A powerful example of a spiritual leader who guided his community with love, compassion, and peace is Martin Luther King Jr. King was not only a civil rights leader, but also a deeply spiritual man whose leadership was rooted in his faith and commitment to justice, equality, and nonviolent resistance. King's leadership was grounded in his ability to inspire and unite people around a common cause, the fight for civil rights and equality for African Americans in the United States. His speeches, particularly his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, were filled with messages of hope, peace, and unity, calling for people to come together despite their differences and work toward a more just society. What set Martin Luther King Jr. apart as a spiritual leader was his ability to maintain compassion and peace, even in the face of violence and adversity. He led with a deep commitment to non-violence and believed that true change could only come through love, compassion, and understanding. His leadership was not based on authority or force, but on the power of vision, faith, and spiritual commitment. King's ability to inspire and lead his community through turbulent times is a testament to the power of spiritual leadership. He showed that true leaders are not those who wield power over others, but those who can guide, listen, and encourage others toward a common vision as rooted in shared values. Through his spiritual leadership, Martin Luther King Jr. not only changed the course of history, but also left a legacy of love, peace, and social justice for generations to come. In conclusion, spiritual leadership is about guiding others toward growth, peace, and unity, not through authority or control, but through inspiration, understanding, and empathy. It involves listening deeply to the needs of others, offering support and leading by example in the pursuit of moral, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Unlike traditional leadership, spiritual leadership focuses on building relationships, creating peace, and fostering growth within the community. The role of a spiritual leader is to inspire and encourage others to reach their highest potential while remaining grounded in love, compassion, and service to others. As we've seen with Martin Luther King Jr., spiritual leadership has the power to transform communities and shape history not through force, but through vision, love, and a commitment to justice and peace. His example reminds us that true leadership is about bringing out the best in others and guiding them toward a shared higher purpose. One of the most crucial skills of a spiritual leader is the ability to listen. Listening in the context of spiritual leadership goes far beyond hearing words. It's about understanding the needs, concerns, emotions, and experiences of others. A true spiritual leader doesn't just speak to their community. They take the time to listen deeply to those around them, offering a compassionate ear and an open heart. Why is listening so important in spiritual leadership? Listening is the foundation of understanding. When a leader listens carefully to others, they're better able to respond to their needs in a meaningful way. For a spiritual leader, this means understanding the emotional and spiritual struggles people are going through, and offering guidance and wisdom that helps them navigate their challenges. Spiritual leaders must be able to listen without judgment. They must create a safe space for people to express their fears, doubts, and pain without the fear of being dismissed or misunderstood. By doing so, they build trust and strengthen the connection with their community. Listening also helps spiritual leaders gain insight into the deeper issues facing individuals and the community as a whole. It allows them to provide personalized advice, direct people towards solutions, and guide others to deeper self-awareness. Effective listening also involves empathy, the ability to feel what others feel, and to share in their joy, sadness, or struggle. It's not about giving advice right away, but rather being present in the moment and allowing others to be heard. This act of listening fosters connection, respect, and understanding, all of which are fundamental to spiritual leadership. In many cases, the ability to listen can also help resolve conflicts within a community. A spiritual leader who listens attentively can help others work through their differences, promoting healing and reconciliation. Ultimately, listening is about serving others by being present for them, understanding their emotions, and responding with compassion. Another essential skill of a spiritual leader is the ability to inspire and motivate others. Spiritual leadership is not about authority or command. It's about leading by example and inspiring others to reach their highest potential. A spiritual leader should be able to ignite passion, encourage growth, and lift others up during times of difficulty. Being inspiring means being a beacon of hope, wisdom, and strength. Spiritual leaders have the power to encourage others to believe in themselves, to overcome obstacles, and to live positively despite challenges. Their words and actions should inspire others to pursue their spiritual and personal growth and to see beyond their limitations. They create an environment where people feel empowered to take positive steps forward in their lives. Inspiring others is about more than just motivating people to act. It's about helping them connect to a higher purpose, to align with their values and to live lives filled with meaning. Spiritual leaders must communicate a vision that is hopeful, uplifting, and purpose-driven. Whether through a powerful speech, a kind gesture, or simply living out their values every day, spiritual leaders inspire others by showing what is possible when one is aligned with their inner truth. Motivation is also about encouraging perseverance. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but a spiritual leader helps others see that failure is not the end. It is simply a part of the journey. Spiritual leaders motivate others to keep going when times get tough, to stay faithful to their journey, and to believe in their ability to rise again after falling. A spiritual leader uses hope and positivity to create an atmosphere of encouragement where individuals feel that they are not alone in their struggles. They remind people that they are worthy of happiness, success, and peace, and they provide the necessary tools and insights to help people realize their full potential. A vital aspect of spiritual leadership is having a spirit of service and humility. Spiritual leadership is not about seeking power, recognition, or praise. It's about serving others selflessly, putting the needs of the community before one's own, and leading with humility. A true spiritual leader understands that their role is not to dominate others, but to serve them. Service is at the core of spiritual leadership because it embodies the principles of love, kindness, and compassion. A spiritual leader serves by guiding others, supporting their growth, and offering help when needed. The ability to serve with an open heart without expecting anything in return is one of the most important qualities of a spiritual leader. Humility is also crucial in spiritual leadership. It means recognizing that no one is above others, and that leadership comes from a place of deep understanding and shared humanity. Humble leaders don't claim superiority or act out of ego. Instead, they serve others with sincerity and are always willing to learn, grow, and admit when they don't have all the answers. A spiritual leader is always striving to be the best version of themselves, and this pursuit of personal growth is rooted in humility. They acknowledge their imperfections and use their experiences to help others navigate their own journeys. Spiritual leaders who exhibit humility inspire others to be humble and to put service to others above their own desires. The spirit of service and humility also means being available for others, especially when they are struggling. Spiritual leaders are often the first people others turn to for guidance, and they should respond with love, patience, and kindness. Humility in leadership encourages connection rather than division, and helps create a sense of belonging and unity within the community. One of the most remarkable spiritual leaders who exemplifies the essential skills of listening, inspiring, and serving is Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk teacher and peace activist. Known for his teachings on mindfulness, peace, and compassion, Thich Nhat Hanh has helped millions of people around the world find inner peace and spiritual growth through his simple yet profound teachings. Thich Nhat Hanh is renowned for his ability to listen deeply to others and offer spiritual guidance with profound compassion and understanding. He emphasizes the importance of mindful listening, where we listen not just with our ears, but with our hearts. His approach to listening helps others feel truly heard, understood, and validated. He has often said, when you listen deeply to another person, you listen with your whole being. You listen with love, compassion, and respect. In addition to his incredible listening skills, Thich Nhat Hanh has been an inspiring and humble leader throughout his life. Despite his worldwide fame, he continues to live a simple, humble life, focused on service and the promotion of peace. He is not driven by ego or personal gain, but by his commitment to serve others and help them achieve peace and mindfulness. His teachings on mindfulness, peace, and compassion have inspired countless individuals to live more consciously and with greater empathy. He encourages people to be present in the moment, to cultivate compassion for themselves and others, and to find peace within. His ability to motivate others to live with love, understanding, and kindness has made him one of the most influential spiritual leaders of our time. Thich Nhat Hanh's life and work are a testament to the power of spiritual leadership. His humility service and ability to listen deeply have transformed countless lives, and his teachings continue to guide millions on their spiritual journeys. In conclusion, the essential skills to become a spiritual leader, listening, inspiring, and serving with humility, are vital components of effective spiritual leadership. A spiritual leader is someone who deeply understands the needs of others, who inspires them to grow and become the best versions of themselves, and who serves their community with love and humility. These skills are not just about leading others, they're about creating a space of peace, connection, and growth where people can thrive spiritually, emotionally, and morally. Thich Nhat Hanh's example shows how spiritual leadership is about serving others, listening with compassion, and inspiring positive change. As you strive to become a spiritual leader in your own community, remember that the foundation of your leadership will be built on these qualities. With humility service and the ability to listen, you can guide others toward greater peace, unity, and spiritual fulfillment. The first and perhaps most important step to becoming a spiritual leader is personal development. Before you can effectively guide others, you must first invest in your own growth. A strong spiritual leader is someone who has developed a solid foundation of inner peace, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. This foundation allows you to lead with authenticity, wisdom, and resilience. Personal development is the process of constantly improving yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. A spiritual leader must begin by cultivating inner peace. Peace is essential because it allows you to remain centered in the face of challenges. Without inner peace, it's difficult to offer calm guidance or provide a steady hand to others during their struggles. Self-control is another crucial element of personal development. As a leader, you must have the ability to manage your emotions and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Spiritual leadership requires a high degree of emotional intelligence, which includes understanding your own emotions and recognizing the emotions of others. The more you develop these skills, the better you'll be able to navigate the complexities of human relationships and lead with compassion and wisdom. Beyond emotional stability, personal development involves developing a growth mindset. This means continually learning, adapting, and expanding your understanding of the world, your values, and your spiritual path. A spiritual leader who is committed to personal development is constantly evolving and deepening their understanding of spiritual principles, whether through meditation, study, or reflection. One of the most profound ways to engage in personal development as a spiritual leader is by seeking guidance from spiritual mentors or teachers. These mentors provide wisdom and insight, helping you navigate your own spiritual journey and equipping you with the tools to lead others. By investing time in personal development, you set an example for others to follow and create a foundation from which you can help others grow. Once you've developed a strong spiritual foundation, the next step is to create a supportive and peaceful environment for those you lead. As a spiritual leader, it is your responsibility to cultivate a space where people feel accepted, loved, and encouraged to grow. A peaceful environment is essential because it allows individuals to express themselves freely, find solace, and explore their spiritual path without fear of judgment or rejection. A supportive environment is one where empathy and compassion are the guiding principles. People should feel comfortable sharing their struggles and triumphs, knowing that they will be met with kindness and understanding. A spiritual leader must create a culture of mutual respect and non-judgment where everyone feels valued and heard. This is particularly important in today's fast-paced, often fragmented world, where individuals may feel isolated, misunderstood, or disconnected from others. In practical terms, creating such an environment can take many forms. As a spiritual leader, you can organize events that promote community building and spiritual growth, such as group meditations, discussions on spiritual teachings, or service-oriented projects. These events should be inclusive, accessible, and focused on creating bonds of trust and understanding between participants. Active listening is an essential tool in creating a supportive environment. A spiritual leader should listen attentively to the concerns, hopes, and needs of others, offering guidance and encouragement when necessary. In this way, you create a space where people feel heard, validated, and empowered to share their experiences. A leader who listens well is able to provide tailored support to individuals and guide them on their spiritual journeys with empathy and insight. Additionally, spiritual leaders must lead by example. Practice what you preach by embodying the values of kindness, humility, and compassion in every interaction. When you demonstrate the principles you wish to cultivate in your community, others will be inspired to do the same. Spiritual leadership is not just about theoretical teachings or abstract concepts. It's about applying real-life experiences and practical wisdom to help others navigate their own lives. Spiritual leaders use their personal experiences, challenges, and lessons learned to guide their communities in meaningful ways. A key element of this is storytelling, sharing personal experiences that illustrate spiritual principles in action. By telling your own story, you provide others with examples of how spiritual teachings can be applied in everyday life. This makes spiritual lessons more accessible and relatable, showing that spiritual growth is a journey that involves both success and failure. Spiritual leaders often face trials of their own, and these challenges provide valuable opportunities to teach others. Whether it's overcoming personal struggles, dealing with loss, or navigating difficult relationships, these experiences allow you to demonstrate the practical application of spiritual principles such as forgiveness, patience, and resilience. By openly sharing your struggles and how you overcame them, you not only help others feel less alone, but you also provide them with concrete tools for dealing with their own challenges. In guiding others, spiritual leaders also use the wisdom of spiritual texts and traditions. Whether through sacred scriptures, philosophical writings, or time-honored practices, leaders draw on the knowledge passed down through generations to help others understand the deeper meanings of life. This combination of personal experience and spiritual teachings creates a holistic approach to leadership where practical solutions are aligned with spiritual truths. Ultimately, the role of a spiritual leader is to help others apply these teachings in their own lives. This involves helping people develop skills like self-reflection, self-discipline, and emotional intelligence, as well as encouraging them to be mindful and intentional in their actions. By guiding others to apply spiritual principles in real-world situations, you help them not only grow spiritually, but also live more meaningful and fulfilling lives. One of the most influential spiritual leaders of the 20th and 21st centuries is Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, peace activist, and author who has dedicated his life to spreading the teachings of mindfulness, peace, and compassion. Thich Nhat Hanh is a perfect example of someone who has practiced spiritual leadership within his community both locally and globally. Thich Nhat Hanh's teachings on mindfulness and peace are grounded in the practical application of spiritual principles to everyday life. He believes that spiritual leadership begins with personal transformation. That is, to help others change the world, you must first change yourself. He emphasizes the importance of mindful living and deep listening, which are essential components of both personal development and community building. One of the most powerful aspects of Thich Nhat Hanh's leadership is his ability to create a peaceful and supportive environment where people can practice mindfulness and meditation together. His monasteries and practice centers around the world offer spaces where individuals can come together, share their struggles, and find peace. His teachings are not just theoretical, but are deeply rooted in the everyday practice of mindfulness in all aspects of life, from eating and walking to speaking and listening. Thich Nhat Hanh's leadership style is also based on serving others with humility and compassion. He's not a leader who seeks attention or recognition, but one who focuses on helping others find peace within themselves. His life is a model of service and humility, and he leads by example, teaching others how to live with greater awareness, compassion, and understanding. Through his work, Thich Nhat Hanh has touched millions of lives, helping people in different corners of the world find inner peace, heal from trauma, and develop stronger connections with themselves and others. His spiritual leadership has not only transformed individual lives, but has also contributed to the building of peaceful communities around the globe. In conclusion, becoming a spiritual leader in your community begins with personal development, creating a supportive and peaceful environment, and using life lessons and practical experience to guide others. Spiritual leadership is not about a position or title. It's about living with authenticity, humility, and compassion, and helping others achieve their highest potential. As seen with the example of Thich Nhat Hanh, spiritual leadership involves living a life grounded in mindfulness and service, while inspiring and guiding others toward peace, love, and understanding. By leading with humility, listening with compassion, and sharing your life experiences, you can make a profound impact in your community and guide others towards spiritual growth. Spiritual leadership is a journey that requires patience, practice, and a deep commitment to service. When you begin to practice these principles in your own life, you create a ripple effect that can transform your community and bring about positive change. To wrap up, let's recap the main message of today's video. Spiritual leadership is about more than just guiding others. It's about inspiring, supporting, and building connections within your community. As a spiritual leader, your role is to help others grow emotionally, morally, and spiritually by creating an environment where people feel safe, heard, and supported. Spiritual leadership involves empathy, active listening, and most importantly, creating a peaceful, understanding space where people can flourish spiritually. It's not about being in charge or holding power over others. Rather, it's about leading with compassion, building trust, and encouraging those around you to become the best versions of themselves. Whether you're leading a small group or a larger community, the goal is always to foster growth, connection, and peace. I want to leave you with this: take action now to become a spiritual leader in your community. You don't need a title or position to start making a difference. Leadership isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about starting small and making an impact with your daily actions. Begin by helping others, sharing your knowledge, and inspiring those around you. Spiritual leadership can begin in the smallest of ways, offering a kind word, being present for someone who needs it, or leading by example with love and respect. Every act of kindness and every moment you dedicate to nurturing the spiritual growth of others helps build a stronger, more peaceful community. Remember, you have the power to inspire and lead no matter where you are on your journey. Step into that role today and see how your actions can create ripple effects of positivity in the lives of those around you. I'd love to hear from you. Share your stories of spiritual leadership in your communities. How have you led with compassion, helped others grow, and made a positive impact? Your experiences could inspire others to take action in their own lives. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more inspiring content like this. I'm excited to continue this journey with you, and I look forward to hearing your stories about spiritual leadership and the positive changes you're creating in your communities.